Hi, happy Monday. I'm Janet Leonard. I'm the founder and CEO of Virtual Instructor. And this Monday Live is actually recorded because I'm going to show you some tricks on how you can use Zoom to record yourself. And also, if you need to read, I'm going to show you some tricks on how you can make it so people don't know that you're reading something while you're recording yourself on Zoom. All right, so before we get started, we're going to do a little housekeeping. I'm going to take you over to virtualinstructor.com and I'll show you how to see what the upcoming Monday lives are. All right, so now we're over at virtualinstructor.com. And if you go to the Monday Live calendar of topics, this will take you over where you can see what the upcoming topics are for Monday Lives. So as I scroll down a bit, today we're talking about different ways that you can record yourself using Zoom. And then we're taking the 4th of July off. And then on July 11th, we're going to talk about 10 different ways that you can view your documents in Word. You're probably only aware of a few of them, but some of these different ways to view things can help you when you're editing or looking, reviewing a document. All right, and then on July 18th, I'm going to show you a really cool site that helps you write things using artificial intelligence. Phenomenal site. So you'll want to definitely tune into that one or watch one of the replays. Now, if you don't want to miss any of the upcoming Monday Lives, you can always sign up for a reminder. This is the only time we send you an email. It comes out 1 hour before the Monday Live as a reminder. So if you're interested, you can just put your name and email address in, and then you'll just get an email reminder about 1 hour before the talk starts. All right, enough about that. Let's pop over into PowerPoint now. And I want to make sure you know how to get into Zoom. So in case you haven't really used Zoom a lot, you'll sign in. If you're using a browser, you just go to the browser. And I'm just going to start running this little video so it kind of shows you. So you would go to your browser and you just type in zoom.us. And then when you go to that site, you're going to go over and click on My Account. So you'd have to sign in. And then you go to Meetings, and then you can go to the Personal Room and then just start your meeting. And then from that point on, then we'll continue in this talk, and I'll show you about different ways to make sure that you're looking at the audience and things like that. Now, from the desktop app, all you have to do is open it up and click on that Home option, and then just click on the new meeting button, and then that will take you right into your personal room. All righty, so now we're going to talk about different ways to make sure that you're looking at the people when you're talking to them. So what I ended up doing was I went into Zoom 4 different times, and each time I turned on the recording mode and I focused on a certain area in the background. So let me kind of show you what's going on. I'll start this little video here. So you can see I focused on different areas. Now, when you're doing this, though, it's important you remember, you go into Zoom, you turn on the recording, say a short phrase, and then you have to exit out of Zoom in order to have it render the video. So in this case, then this is where I'll show you one at a time. So I said a short little phrase and I focused in one spot. Then I said another phrase. It's just, hi, I'm Janet Leonard. I'm the founder and CEO of Virtual Instructor. Didn't think you needed to hear that. But you can see that I'm focusing on a different area in the background. And then once I did that, I brought it into an external program. I happen to use Camtasia, but you can use any video editing tool. And then I did a kind of like a little freeze frame where I compared the 4. And then I figured that I think I like that particular spot the best for actually when focusing on when I'm talking to the audience in Zoom. So the next thing I'll show you is a little trick. In case you need to maybe do an online pitch or talk about something and you'd be more comfortable if you had all your notes in front of you while you're talking to the people on the Zoom call, right? Or in the recording. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pop over to Microsoft Word, and I'll show you I have just a short little, about a 60-second pitch going on. And here's a little trick you can do. It's in Word.
if I just go out to the left margin, I can click 3 times, and that will quickly select all of the text in the document. Then on the ruler, I'll go to that tiny little square and I'll drag it into about the 2-inch mark. And then I can go to this little thing. This is the right margin. I'll drag it into about the 4-inch mark. And now I can start scrolling through my text. So I can almost use it like a little teleprompter. So the next thing I'm going to do is kind of demonstrate how I would do this in an actual live Zoom meeting or while I was recording something. So now I'm going to bring up the Word document. Now you won't see it because my camera on Zoom is focusing on me, but I'm going to bring my Word document up. And I'm actually staring at my Word document, and I've kind of positioned it so it's about the spot where I figure is the best place when I'm looking at Zoom or when I'm talking on Zoom, so it makes it look like I'm looking at people. So I'm going to go ahead and do my little pitch for you, and let's see. Hopefully it doesn't look like I'm reading it much. Hi, I'm Janet Leonard. I'm the founder and CEO of Virtual Instructor, and we've been providing software training, consulting, and programming to businesses for over 30 years. Our specialties include Microsoft Office, Adobe Creative Suite, and Google Workspace. And our mission is to help people to stop spending hours on projects that should only take a few minutes. We recently helped the department cut the editing time on just one of their projects from about an hour to just a few minutes. So imagine if you could save 1 hour a week of wasted time. That's actually 6 days a year of wasted time that you've reclaimed. And imagine if you had 1,000 employees who could save just 1 hour a week. Well, that's 6,000 days of wasted time reclaimed. And if you multiply that by a very conservative $20 an hour, that's an ROI of over $1 million. So if you think your company could benefit from that type of ROI, please have your HR or IT manager or departmental decision maker contact us for a complimentary consultation so we can show them how to increase your productivity ROI by decreasing that unproductive time. All right, now I'm minimizing my Word document, and now I'm back looking at you just through the regular Zoom. So hopefully it looked like I was just talking to you versus reading something. So to recap, when you want to practice recording yourself on Zoom so that it looks like you're actually talking to people, so what you want to do is when you're in Zoom, you're going to turn on record to computer. I recommend that over recording to the cloud because then you have to go download it. And remember, it's just a short phrase or so. You just want to figure out where the right place is to look on the screen. Then record yourself saying a short word or phrase. And then you want to remember to end the Zoom meeting because that is going to then render your recording and it's going to save it as an MP4 file. And it's stored where all of your Zoom chats and everything are stored. It'll have its own little folder, okay? And then you need to watch that recording. And then if necessary, you need to redo this process until you figure out the right spot on the screen to look at so that when you're talking to people, it looks like you're actually talking and looking at them directly. Now, if you want to practice having a Word document on there so that you have something you could read, but you don't want it to look like you're reading, then first of all, you're going to modify that Word document or Google Doc. So you're going to open it up and you're going to reduce the margins, right? You're going to move the left and right margin in. And then you also want to make sure that you move those margins so that I use the example of moving it into 2-inch and 4-inch, but it might be a little different depending on where you need to focus on your screen. So move those margins so that it's kind of centered around the area that you would want to focus on when you're reading it, okay? And another trick you can do is you can increase or decrease the size of the font, and you can also increase the spacing between the lines. So you can maybe make it double spacing or even triple spacing, whatever works best for you. Then from within Zoom, you're going to move that document onto your Zoom screen. And remember, the camera is looking at you. It's not looking at the screen. And then you're going to turn on that record to computer mode. And then you're going to start reading your text and you're going to practice it. Now, you don't want to be monotone reading it. You want to put some animation in there. You want to, inflection, that sort of thing. So it looks like you're actually talking to people. Okay. And just keep practicing that until you have that process mastered, and have fun doing that. So hopefully you're starting to get some ideas on how you can use Zoom as a tool to record yourself and make videos that you could then upload to Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, or on your website. And just to recap, I'm going to pop back over to our website, and we are not going to be doing a Zoom, a Monday Live next week, taking it off for the 4th of July. But on the July 11th, I'm going to show you 10 different ways you can look at things in Word. Most people only are aware about 3 or 4. So you might find some of these other little ways that you can view your documents kind of helpful. And then on the July 18th, that's going to be really fun. I'm going to show you how to use this website that helps you write things using artificial intelligence. Alrighty, so I'll stop share, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful week. And I hope you have a really nice long holiday weekend, and I'll see you hopefully back on July 11th. Thanks.